appreciate your presence.
Furthermore, this special recognition also goes to Javier Milei, the current president of the Argentine nation, and also to Victoria Villarruel, who serves as the vice president of the country. Of the nation, Patricia Bullrich, Minister of National Security, Luis Petri, Minister of Defense of Argentina, Mariano Cuneo Libarona, Minister of Justice of the nation, Jorge Macri, Head of Government of the City of Buenos Aires, Waldo Wolf, Minister of Security of the City of Buenos Aires, Robert. This specific policy applies directly to all of those dedicated staff members and professional employees who have consistently worked for the organization for a period of more than 2 full consecutive years.
Many years with enormous commitment and passion. We would like to thank
the presence of the President, and
we are reaching almost the end of the parade. We are going to welcome a group formed with great effort by Maccabi across the entire globe. The collaborative and dedicated efforts of the highly skilled professional team and the committed board of volunteer directors
managed to bring together more than 70 athletes who honor us with their presence, who have united these games through their unconditional support and collaboration. We also thank our sponsors who allowed us to offer a top-notch event.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a very warm welcome as we now introduce the Honorable President of
the leader of our great nation, the Honorable President Javier Milei.
Long live the spirit of this magnificent competition. Hello to everyone gathered here today for this historic occasion. First of all, before we officially begin the proceedings, I want to take a special moment to express my deepest and most sincere thanks to the distinguished President of the Organizing Committee of these Games, the Honorable Mr. Ariel Isaac, for his truly incredible leadership, tireless dedication, and the immense vision he has shown throughout this entire process. I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to the President of the Argentine Federation of Maccabean Community Centers, Mr. Esteban Blugol Copi, and also to the distinguished President of World Maccabi, Michael Siegel Foch, for graciously inviting me to deliver these opening remarks at the start of this 15th edition of the Pan-American Maccabi Games. Today, after a long wait of 16 years, the nation of Argentina is once again proud to be hosting the prestigious Pan-American Maccabi Games. We welcome delegations from more than 20 countries from all corners of the world, made up of over 3,000 athletes and their companions. It is a true gathering of the Jewish people in a single week. In the coming days, athletes from 22 individual and team disciplines will compete. Healthy competition is where we test ourselves and push our limits, where we learn the value of perfecting our skills, and where we discover that sacrifice, dedication, and patience are eventually rewarded sooner or later. But it is also the setting where we learn to coexist with our opponents and to compete with people we do not know. This happens in sports, but also in every aspect of life. I have often said that I did not come to lead lambs, but to awaken lions. In the Maccabi Games, I see that it is the lambs who have most become lambs. It is this enduring spirit of excellence and unwavering courage that defines us today. And that is precisely why, as I look out at the 3,000 incredible athletes who have gathered here from across the globe to compete in these historic games, I want to say to each and every one of you, Hazak Bematz, which means be strong and be courageous in everything you do. At the same time, Diego, for those who know me well and truly understand my journey, they are well aware that the ancient story of the Maccabees holds a profound significance for me personally. It remains incredibly relevant to our current situation today. I clearly recall that back when Dr. Villarruel and I were officially taking our oaths of office as national deputies, I was being interviewed by a member of the press. And this journalist looked at me and asked, But what can just the two of you actually hope to accomplish inside such a large and complex institution like this one? We were a small, dedicated group of 257 individuals standing together. And at that very specific moment in time, I clearly remember that I answered the question by directly quoting a passage from the first book of Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 19, which solemnly declares that victory in the heat of battle does not depend solely on the sheer number of soldiers present, but rather on the divine strength and courage that comes down to us from the kingdom of heaven. And without a single doubt, the mighty forces of heaven proved themselves to be significantly stronger. Now, going back to the main speech, you will notice, let us say, that I have strayed slightly from the prepared speech, but I simply could not let that wonderful parish anecdote pass by. The ancient story of the Maccabees, for me personally, remains one of the most deeply inspiring accounts in the entirety of the Holy Scriptures. They were the very few against the many, the weak against the incredibly powerful, but they ultimately triumphed because it was clear that the power of human reason and the guidance of divine providence were firmly on their side. Because again, as we have emphasized before, the ultimate victory in the heat of battle does not depend solely on the number of soldiers present, but rather on the spiritual forces and strength that descend from the heavens above. Finally, I want to send my most sincere and heartfelt regards and blessings to all the Jewish people across the world, and especially to those who currently have family members or dear loved ones serving near the front lines. I stand with you in this difficult moment, and I want to reaffirm my unwavering commitment to the State of Israel and to the Jewish people in the fight against Islamic terrorism for peace and freedom. Long live freedom, damn it. Long live freedom, damn it. Long live freedom, damn it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I am deeply grateful for this opportunity. It is an honor to be here today, and I truly appreciate your leadership. Thank